Namaste and welcome back to Awakened Heart Yoga. So today I have a sequence that is slightly longer and it's a lovely restorative, mainly flowing sequence for you. So the energy is a little bit slower. We're going to move a little bit deeper and with deeper breath in and out of a series of postures, a lot of them working the lower body and the legs, and then we're going to flow through a few more postures to make the practice complete. So I'm going to ask you to come to lay on the mat in Shavasana, and we'll start. So close your eyes the moment you've come to lay down and relax the body. Come to your breath and be aware with each exhalation how the body softens and relaxes onto the mat. Deepen the breath, deepen the inhalation, lengthen the exhalation. And with each exhalation, soften and release into the mat. Feel the support of the mat. Legs are apart, the feet splayed out to the sides, the arms away from the outside edges of the body, the eyes are closed, palms into the sky and thumb and forefinger are joined. Tuck the chin in slightly to bring length to the back of the neck. All tension is eased from the face and the breath flows in and out of the physical body. Start to think about moving. Gently first bring the legs together. And then softly and slowly raise the arms up and then lower them back down behind the head alongside the ears. On the next inhalation, take a full body stretch. Toes pointing towards one end of the room, fingers towards the other. Elongate and lengthen the entire body, and on the exhale, relax. Ease off the breath and relax into the floor, and then repeat the process. Inhale, stretch long as if you're trying to touch opposing ends of the room. Every muscle, tendon and ligament is engaged as you tension through and really try to lengthen the body. And then exhale fully and release all the tension, all the effort, and relax into the floor. I'm going to ask you to do this once more. When you finish this, I'm going to ask you to remain with your arms alongside the ears, stretching out behind you. And we're going to move into a little prayer stretch. And as I said, we'll do it nice and slowly. So the aim is to be fully conscious and aware of your inhalation and your exhalation throughout this practice today. That let the breath be long and full. We're going to deeply connect to our pranamaya kosha, our breath body, as we flow through today's practice. Inhale, lift the arms up towards the sky, place the palms together and lower them back down to the sternum. Exhale and lift the left leg or the right, doesn't matter which, up to the sky. Toes are pointed. Then inhale, slowly lift the shoulders and the arms, flex the foot back towards you and reach up towards the toes. Draw the navel back towards the spine and engage the core. And then exhale, long and full, pointed way down to the ground and lengthen before you fully release. Move to the other side. Inhale, sweep the arms up into prayer and lower them down to the sternum. Exhale the right leg this time, pointed toes all the way up to the sky and the 90. Flex the foot. Inhale, draw the hands up towards the toes. They don't need to touch the toes. Draw the navel into the spine. Long, full and slow exhale. Before you release fully, stretch a little further and then release to the floor. And we move back to our side that we began with. Inhale, prayer to the sky and then down to the sternum. Exhale, full exhalation as we come all the way up, pointed toe to the 90, the navel's engaged. Flex the foot, inhale and reach the fingers up to the toes. Exhale, point the foot, fully exhale, all the way back, stretch long and release to the floor. Come to the other side. Inhale, extend a prayer to the sky, all the way to the sternum. Exhale, right foot all the way up to the 90-degree angle, the toes pointed. Flex the foot. Inhale, reach up. Draw the navel back towards the spine. Exhale, point through the toes and lower all the way down. Stretch tall and release. And I'm going to ask you to do that once more to each side in your own time. And when you finish, you'll just release back to Shavasana. So you're just going to bring the hands to the sky and bring them down to the sternum in front of us. Then you're going to lift the left foot first, the toes pointing. Then you're going to reach on the inhale all the way up the extended prayer hands towards the flexed toes of the left foot. Then you're going to release on the exhale, a full long exhalation. And then just before you reach the floor, you lengthen the body and then release. And then you'll come all the way over and do the same on the other side. You'll bring the hands up into extended prayer, then release them to the sternum. And then you'll lift the pointed right leg all the way up to the 90. And then as you flex the foot and inhale, you'll reach the prayer hands all the way up towards the toes. And then you'll exhale, long, slow, full exhalation, and return back to the mat. And then release the hands back into Shavasana. Ask you to take 3 full, long, deep belly breaths here in Shavasana. Inhale, extend the belly up towards the sky. Exhale, drop the navel, let it concave and fall back towards the spine. Do this twice more. Ask you to safely come over onto your side. I'm going to come over first onto my right side. I'm going to use my right arm to support my head. And I'm going to use my left arm to come in as a little fulcrum or an anchor. I tuck it in towards my waist. We're going to move into some lower body leg work. This is, we're going to keep it nice and slow, even when we're pulsing to activate and heal the fascia. We're going to keep it nice and slow. And I'm going to ask and remind you to deeply stay connected to your inhalation and your exhalation. Now look down along the body and have the body in a really straight line. You can almost only just see your toes. So we've got a little bit of a balance going on. If you take your hand up off the floor, draw the navel back towards the spine and engage with your core. So this lower body work that we're going to do, it definitely activates the core as well as the lower body. Keep your navel drawn in and engaged, and use it to help with your balance. Now place the left hand down on the floor. You can steep with the hand fingers or have the hand flat. It's entirely up to you. Then we lift the lower body and we bring the legs in to a little angle. Now, so that we can fully see both our feet. And we're going to start to move. So before we move into each set, we're going to do some little bouncing movements to work the fascia first. So we're going to start with a few little leg lifts, and we're going to keep these ones small and flowing. And we're just going to, it's almost as if you're moving to tap the foot. Just tapping the foot, lifting it up. It comes in front of the lower leg, and just gently tapping, and your breath is full and smooth. Connect with the breath. And then pause and lift that foot and bring it behind you. Connect with the breath fully. Inhale and exhale deeply. If you want to engage a little bit more with the core, then just very lightly have your hand on the floor and continue to bounce. Or you can have your hand removed and up at the waist. If you want to fully engage with a bit of the balance of the core work, draw the navel in. Nice and slowly. And then come back with and stack both feet again, and we'll move into our flowing leg lifts. Inhale, lift the upper leg up towards the sky just as much as feels comfortable. Exhale fully and bring it all the way back down. Inhale. Exhale. These are all part of the Premaloka series of Satyananda's work. This would be Premaloka 2 series. Inhale. And exhale. Full inhalations and exhalations. Just come up as long as or as high as feels comfortable. And I'm going to ask you to keep going until you have done 6. Just keep fully connected with the breath. Long, full inhalations and long, full exhalations. And let them help to guide the pace of which you work. And when you finish that, we're going to move into a few little leg circles. So to begin with, we'll do our small, almost bouncing ones first. Just going to lift the leg and just start to circle. It's as if you're drawing big toe. It's as if you're drawing circles with your big toe. Draw in with the navel. Keep yourself balanced. And pause and come back and draw some circles in the other direction. inhalation and an exhalation. Now let the circles be as small or as large as suits you today. Be guided by yourself and your own intuition of, you know, what you need today, what you need on a physical and an emotional level, and just work within what feels comfortable for you. When you're ready, inhale, we're going to sweep the leg out and we're going to make our first circle. Now, once again, it's like you're drawing with your big toe a large circle. Now, your circle might just feel comfortable being the size of a soccer ball, or it might feel comfortable being the size of a large beach ball. Or you might be feeling comfortable with the size of a hula hoop, perhaps. Whatever feels right. Bring it to the front, circle it up, it comes back behind, and engages, passes the big toe of the opposite foot again. And you'll do 6 in one direction, and then I'll ask you to pause, take an inhalation and an exhalation, and then you'll do 6 in the opposite direction. And so you'll just start, instead of going forward, you'll start going backwards. Draw in with the navel, use your hand as an anchor or a fulcrum if you need, or if you want to be really challenge the abdominals, then feel free to have the hand just resting on the hip and the belly. And rest when you've come to 6 from in each direction, and take another large inhalation and exhalation. Now we're going to move into just a few little leg swings, and we'll start them with the small pulsing ones first. So we're just simply swinging the leg back and forth. Now, depending on how much space you have in your place that you're practicing and how you feel today, will be how big or small your swings become. Okay, so now we'll move fully in. So when you're ready, you'll inhale forward and then you'll swing back just as much as feels comfortable. Inhale forward just as much as feels comfortable, and swing back. Our leg off the ground the same distance as we swing forward as when we swing back. The lower body and the upper body is grounded. We have our upper hand or our left arm in, using our fingers as our fulcrum, our anchor, keeping us connected to the ground, and then pausing. And I'm going to ask you to turn over onto your tummies, place your chin on your fingers, and take 3 deep inhalations and exhalations. Feel the belly expand and press into the floor. Inhale deeply. down by putting the fingers underneath the shoulders. The feet are in parallel. You can have more space between them if you're feeling tight within your back, or if you have any back issues. We're just going to flow up and down with a few little cobras. Inhale, lengthen and curve up. Exhale down, forehead to the floor. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Twice more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And so we're going to turn over to the other side. Whichever way feels comfortable for you to turn over. I'm actually going to swivel around on my mat so that I'm still facing the camera but still working on my opposite side. I'm going to come back down to settle my body, and I'm going to start in exactly the same way. My head is relaxed and comfortable on my arm, and I'm going to start first with putting my body into a nice straight line. Tucking my right arm in this time towards the belly, and I can just make out my toes and bring myself to be steady. And then as I inhale and exhale, I'm just going to lift my feet and bring them out to an angle. Now I see a nice angle to my legs. My toes are stacked upon each other, and I'll tuck my hand back in towards my waist. And I'm going to ask you to once again remember that we're focusing on this long, slow, full inhalation and the deep, full exhalation, connecting completely with our breath body. And we're going to start with lifting the upper leg, coming a little bit forward and moving into these gentle pulsing movements. Fully to the inhalation and the exhalation. Popping the foot behind and doing the same. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling. And then placing upper leg back on top of the lower leg again, and we're going to move into those nice leg lifts. Once again, just coming up as far as feels comfortable for you today. Inhale deeply and fully, lift the leg up towards the sky. Exhale, lower the foot back down again. Draw in through the navel. We're looking at connecting with our abdominal muscles as well. If you're looking at, once again, working that a little bit more than just light fingers for balance, or lift the hand up off the floor completely. It's entirely up to you how you feel today. Draw the navel in, lift, exhale back down. Inhale fully and deeply. Exhale. All the way back down. And I'm going to ask you to do that until you've done at least 6. And then pause and inhale and exhale deeply. On to the little leg circles now. We start with the small ones. So it's as if we're drawing little circles with our big toe. Breathing deeply. Pause and move into the opposite direction. And prepare it to move into your once again. As you breathe in and out, just move the feet into the size of the circle that suits you. That may be the size of a soccer ball. It may be that bit bigger. Or you may be feeling dynamic and stable and want to bring them even larger. Sweep them out in front of you, all the way up, far back behind, sweep back to the toes, and just continue on until you've done 6 in one direction, and then I'll ask you to do exactly the same in the opposite. So when you've completed 6 more in the opposite direction, then I'm going to ask you to pause, breathe in and out, and we'll move into the leg kicks, and we start with the gentle swaying back and forward. As I said to you, dependent on how you're feeling today and the space around you will be how far you move fully into the full pose. So breathing in, starting to sweep out in front and as far back as comfortable behind. And remember, we're doing it reasonably slowly, full in breaths, full exhalations, fully connected with our breath. Draw the navel in, keep yourself balanced. Side waist, lower side waist connected to the floor. And a couple more, forward and back. Then come to rest one foot atop the other. And when you've finished, you'll safely come over onto the belly once again. Place the hands under the chin, tops of the feet on the floor. 3 full inhalations and exhalations. Placing the hands in under the shoulders, tucking the elbows in towards the ribs, breathing in, lengthening first, coming up into cobra, and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Place the hands underneath the shoulders, push up onto the knees, and push all the way back into extended child. And then bring the hands down beside you. We're going to take another few deep inhalations and exhalations here in child's pose. This time I'd like you to have your breath awareness at Pramadya, at the eyebrow center, as if the breath directly enters here through the floor into the Chitakasha, the mind space, breathing deeply in and out. Stretching the hands out long in front of you, coming up onto the knees. We'll go through a few little spinal rolls and sways. We'll look at elongating, lengthening toning the spine. So we're starting with some rotations in cat. Just check your alignment. Your wrists are stacked under the shoulders, fingers stay wide, knees stacked under the hips, sway out now. Just doing these lovely little circles, as if we're drawing circles with our navel on the floor below us. Sweep back to the opposite side. And then sways from side to side. Body weight transfers from the left knee to the right. And then looking up, cat extension, and pushing down into cat flexion. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. All the way back, sitting on top of the heels in Vajrasana. And we're going to sweep the feet out to the side, come all the way down, and we'll do a few little flowing bridge poses. Remember, the breath is long and full, and you are deeply connected to it. Long inhalations and exhalations. Draw the heels up towards the outside edges of the buttocks. The knees and feet will remain in parallel. And we'll inhale, push the hips and pelvis up. Arms come back alongside the ears. Exhale, roll the spine down. Keep the navel engaged. Inhale up. Exhale down. Full deep breaths. Thighs drawing together, fully engaged through the adductors, the quads and the glutes. Exhale, full deep inhalation and exhalation. Nice, graceful, flowing moves. Right up into the shoulders, the chin in contact with the chest. Exhale, roll all the way down. Twice more in your own time. Relax back into Shavasana. 3 full, deep, long inhalations and exhalations. Navel in, gently and safely come all the way up to sitting. Sweep the feet around, come up once again to Vajrasana, sitting over the heels. We're going to counter the little bit of restriction on our neck or constriction that we would have had in Kandarasana with just a flowing, camel flowing Ustrasana pose. So forehead to the floor. Draw the navel in towards the spine. Inhale, come up onto the knees. Arch back. If it's comfortable, looking back behind you. Exhale down. You're just flowing. Inhale up. Exhale down. Both hands, navel drawn in. One more deep inhalation and exhalation. Widening the legs out, knees to the side, bringing the hands in front, stretched out. Walk the hands all the way over as far as you can towards the left until you feel a deep lateral stretch all the way from the little finger all the way down to the right hip. Now we're going to walk all the way back. Walk and slide all the way to the other side until you feel an equally long stretch, lateral stretch through from the hip flexor all the way up to the little finger. You should be able to feel the stretch right down into the quadratus lumboris muscle, this large muscle that flanks around from the spine to the hip. Walk around if you can until you can feel that. Breathe deeply in and out through that. And then when you're ready, you slide and walk all the way back to neutral. Forward facing. Draw the navel in, come to sitting up, and I'm going to ask you to come up to standing, and we're going to do that via a small squat. So coming onto the knees, tucking the toes under, pushing back through the heels. We're going to bring the feet together, and if you can, and it feels comfortable, widen the knees and take hold of the ankles. If that doesn't feel comfortable, that's perfectly all right. Just come to the squat, widen the knees, place your hands on the floor. It's entirely up to you how you feel today, and we're just going to simply breathe. Deep inhalations and exhalations. Off with the hands, place the hands flat on the mat and pop up into a forward bend. And before we come now down to flat feet, we're going to come up and we're going to move from one set of toes to the other, starting to move the heels towards the floor. The knees are bent. You should feel contact with the thighs and the belly. Stepping from side to side. If you feel like you can walk the hands further back towards the feet, let's move from one side to the other. Then coming to pause, bring the hands down by the side, and we're slowly just going to move into a few little bouncing movements. The arms are free and loose. The belly is connected to the thighs. We're just gently bouncing. Don't be uncomfortable, just as much as is right for you. And then pushing into the flats of the feet, coming up, stretch from the sky, exhale down, and up, and exhale. You want to keep that connection and the bouncing with the belly and the thighs. Only start to straighten the thighs if you've still got the connection. And exhale, hands to the back. And we're going to end with just a few gentle sun salutes. We're going to keep the focus on that deep inhalation and exhalation. So the pace will be slower than we would usually do within a session. Bringing the hands to prayer, closing the eyes, focusing on your inhalation and exhalation. For a moment, within the Chitakasha, the mind space, see your sun. A bright, rising sun, right in the center of the night sky of the Chitakasha. And focus only on that and your inhalation and exhalation. Inhale. Exhale, pivot forward. Full exhalation, nose to the knees. Look up. Inhale. All the way back with the left leg into a equestrian pose. All the way up into eyes to Premaloka on the inhale. Pushing back. Full exhale. All the breath from the body slowly heals towards the floor. Hold the breath in. Drop to the knees. Lower the chest and chin between the hands and arms and slide up into your pocket. Where we're fully inhaling now. Tuck the toes under. Exhale. Full exhalation, all the way out, and then inhale, lift the right leg, stride it all the way up, sink lower through the hips, eyes to Premaloka, push off the back foot joins the front foot, draw down, and when you're ready, push into the soles of the feet, inhale, earth the sky, arch back, push forward through the hips. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Hold the breath out, drop to the knees. Lower the chest and chin and strike through, lengthen and lift. And exhale fully once again. Lifting and striding through with the left leg. And we're going to move through another round. We're going to keep it at the same pace. This deep connection with our inhalation and our exhalation. Right forward now. the hands into breath. Coming to stand on the mat with the feet around hip width apart. Tuck the tailbone under, flatten through the feet, a slight bend to the knees. We're going to move into some gentle twisting. Bring the arms up to shoulder height, bending deeply through the knees a little bit more, and starting to look out behind you as we move into this rotating spinal twist. Breath deep and full. And starting to come back to forward facing. So we're going to leave the physical now and the postures, and I'm going to come and ask you to come and lay in Shavasana on your mat, and we're going to move into a little breathing and relaxation. So come down to Shavasana, legs are apart, feet splayed out to the sides, arms away from the outside edges of the body, thumb and forefinger joined, chin mudra. Close the eyes, bring your awareness fully to your inhalation and your exhalation. Ease into the mat. With each exhalation, feel the body relax more fully into the mat. Inhale and exhale. Be aware now, come to the rhythm of your breath. Feel it. Feel the prana enter and leave the body in rhythmic waves. Be aware of the soles of your feet. See them in your mind's eye, the soles of your feet. In minute detail, explore in your mind's eye the soles of your own feet. As if coming up from underneath the heels as a wave of blue water flooding up over the soles of the feet and the toes and moving this wave of blue water up the entire front surface of the body all the way up to the crown of the head, where it then on the exhale travels down the back, underneath where the body connects to the floor, and comes back to the heels, and continues this cycle of blue waves, inhaling up over the soles of the feet, along the front surface of the body to the crown of the head, where it drops underneath the body, and starts this rhythmic pattern of blue waves of prana washing up and down the body. That's your only focus. It's hard to visualize, imagine, or see. That's absolutely okay. Just know that that is what is happening. Body feels deeply relaxed. waves seem effortless. The rhythm of them effortless as they wash up and down the body. A few more breaths here like this. And then slowly letting go of this, letting go of the visualization. Keep the breath long and deep and smooth. And when you're ready, safely turning over onto the left or the right side. And gently and slowly coming all the way up to sitting. And we'll finish with a small pranayama. I'm just going to ask you to come to sit comfortably with a straight spine. Feel free to use furniture, your rolled up mat or a cushion under the tailbone. The spine is tall and straight. The front energy passage of the body is also long. Settle the body, connect with the breath. Draw the navel in, drop the shoulders away from the ears. Feel the body effortlessly still. We're going to move into a few simple rounds of Nadi Shodhana. We'll start with Nasaka Mudra, coming up now, placing the forefinger and the middle finger at the eyebrow center. We're going to use the thumb and the ring finger to block off the alternate nostrils. Blocking off the left nostril, taking a full, long, quiet breath all the way up the right nostril. At the peak of the inhalation, block off both nostrils, pause, intensify and focus all the prana at the eyebrow center, at Brahmadya, where the two fingers rest. Then release the left nostril, keep the right blocked off, and exhale. A long, slow, full, quiet exhalation out of the left nostril. At the end of the exhalation, block off both nostrils and hold the breath out for a pause. Then keep the right nostril blocked, open the left, a long, full, quiet inhalation up the left. At Brahmadya, the eyebrow center, block off both nostrils, intensify the prana, all your awareness, breath awareness concentrated and focused on this spot at the eyebrow center. Hold the breath in. And then release the right, block off the left still, and exhale fully. A long, full, slow, quiet exhalation out of the right nostril. At the end of the exhalation, block off both nostrils. Hold the prana out. Hold the exhalation out for a pause. And then release the right nostril and breathe in again, and we'll repeat another round. Inhale fully all the way up to Premaloka. Block off the nostrils, focus all your breath awareness at the eyebrow center. Pause, hold the breath in. Release the left nostril, a quiet, slow, long exhalation all the way out. At the peak of the release, block off both nostrils and hold out. Release the left, keep the right locked, and inhale all the way back up the left. Block off and hold at the eyebrow center, both nostrils blocked off. Pause, focus all your awareness at Premaloka, the eyebrow center. Release the right, exhale fully out the right. End of the release, block off both nostrils and hold out for a pause. I'm going to ask you to do this for 3 more rounds in your own time. You will inhale up the right, hold, repeat the inhalation. And release down the left. Hold the exhalation out. Inhale again back up the left. Hold the inhalation at the eyebrow center. Then release all the way down the right. Both nostrils blocked off, and you will hold the breath out. That being 1 round, and moving through 2 more. Love this out next. Hold the exhalation out the right nostril. Love this. When you do, just come back to spontaneous, effortless inhalation and exhalation. Connect fully with this again. Inhalation and exhalation. Although connected is effortless, spontaneous. Inhalation, settle over the body, reawakening you to the outside edges of the body, the energy of your body, the energy in the space around you. Reawaken yourself to your body, the space around you. And then gently, and when you're ready, coming back to half, open the eyes, the gaze is cast down, come back to the room. At which stage I'd like to thank you for joining me today. If you have time, please consider relaxing into a long Nidra. Namaste. Hari Om Tat Sat.